Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Here plays Star Citizen 323 dot whatever the heck it is right now, and trying to make a dishonest living. Yes, a dishonest or honest living, whatever pays best, right? So you see here with a reclaimer, and this is what I've been doing. Seems to be the best way, guys. There's really not a whole lot more that makes you more money on this. So as you see, this little constellation gives you about 40 SCU. Ideally, you come across a Hammerhead. These have all been nerfed pretty heavily. I see the little Merlin flying over there. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Best way to make money would be this. Would be going, and as I'm saying, you don't get near. They got nerfed to the ground. The contract itself used to pay 250k for fracturing the Hammerhead. Now you just get 10k. It's not 10. It's like less than 5% of what it used to pay. So you have to go here, and once you pick that up, you don't find one again. It's not as if you can just roll away with these things. No, you have to. My advice is to just go server hopping. Yeah, let's just do that. Server hop. So go to bed in your ship in space. Don't land anywhere because that is also pre-broken. And that's what we have. Let's do this together. I'll show you what this is about. I have a bunch of boxes already. I did a few Hammerheads. Well, I think I did like 3. Let me show you exactly what I did so as to get things right. So history, salvaging. So we have did a bunch of these abandoned. So here's where I started doing. Instead, the Valkyries is like 20 SCU, Hammerheads 230, give or take. So a couple Hammerheads, another Valkyrie. There's like 40 SCU, 60 SCU for the Caterpillar, Hammerhead, and now this last one. Let's store this one and go our way. Try to sell this and see how much money you can make. These things take a heck of a lot of time. This is not something you'll be doing quick, especially now with the server hopping thing. It's going to be taking maybe a couple hours until you do a few of these. Yes, I've heard the stories before about how everyone just does 10 Hammerheads per minute or some nonsense like that. No, and especially now, you're not getting a steady flow of Hammerheads. You have to jump between servers. So keep that in mind. This is going to be quick because it's just a bunch of little boxes that they have here with the Andromeda. What was it, like 20? Was it 40? Yeah, not too much. Servers are not great. I do not recommend wasting a heck of a lot of time storing a lot of these. As you see, I have already a nice big old mess here. Let's try to make this a little bit more livable. Yeah, not ideal. I have a ton of crap all over the place here, and I don't want a box dropping on me and killing me. That has happened before. It is not fun. It's actually very time wasteful. So yeah, I'll do this. I'll just drop a few here. Do this quickly. I have plenty of space here, so let's focus on that instead. It's gonna be very quick because, again, not a lot. But little exercise, show you how much money you can make. I've done a little bit of everything. I've done the ERT, VHRT. Yes, they're full of weevil legs. No, they're not. I've done maybe 30, and then some, and then I've gave it a try at different times. Maybe trying to find a sweet spot of some kind. No, there's very little in terms of weevil legs. You're not gonna be making a fortune with those bounties looking for the cargo. There just isn't a lot more. You just have a lot of crap in these ships, and it shows. You just keep on moving boxes and trying to find eggs. Maybe a little bit of slam, maybe a little bit of drugs, but man, it's very low. So yeah, that's it here. Let's go back to the bridge and go on our way. Horrible user interface that we have now. Superimposing different types. But yeah, I have a lot of trash now in this ship because you have to drink and eat as you wait here. But giving you an estimate about let's call it 2 hours. 2 hours of server hopping, going into bed, eating something. Your character, I mean, not myself. I would say roughly 2 hours. Could be a little bit less, not a whole lot less than that. But it is the best way to make money in game. Yeah, you could go pirating. All of these things, all of these more creative gameplay, unless there's a specific bug that you're taking advantage of, you're not going to be making more money. Mining is kind of popular these days for some people, but what is that over there? Oh, the little Merling. So mining is pretty bad. Mining with a prospector, with a mole. I think the mole is bugged actually right now, so you may want to avoid that. Let's go here. Yes, the star map is as bad as it ever was. How do they do these things? How do they manage to make everything so? Let's see if it works. This is like hit and miss. Sometimes it just cannot chart a route directly to a point that is within line of sight. Sometimes it does work. It's very iffy. Okay, so I have that. Right, where is it? Over there. Charting my way. So you don't want to spend a lot of time out there in the black, you know, doing salvaging until you fill up your reclaimer, because it can be pretty bad. It can be quite buggy, and I lost a few boxes that were just hanging there before. It is not really great, the place in which 323 dot whatever it is now is at. Some boxes just have despawned from that pile that you saw there. So I'll just go a sell before I lose any more, but just giving you an idea of what you can expect. Or is it you can land in Grim Hex? It does pay a little bit less, and with this economy, I'm talking about the Star Citizen economy, not the real world economy, which is also not fantastic, but it's even worse than the real world here in our little space adventure game, space sim best ever, whatever it is that you're being called these days. But again, I insist on this. The second best thing to do would be doing a cargo hauling, some barrel or anything that you find worth your time. Barrel is usually the safe bet. I have to see how much you can make with the drugs. Drugs usually are still some decent money in these things, but not as good as this stuff. Okay. So yeah, give me one more minute here. I'll land this thing and let you guys be. But I want to show you how much money you can make realistically. Not, yeah, no, yeah, you find weevil eggs, although fuck that. Freaking shells, man. No, you don't find. I mean, I don't like exaggerating, so I'm just saying 30. But easily it could have been like 40, maybe more that I did. I mean, if I found 4 SCU of weevil eggs, that's too much. I'm exaggerating. And one of those SCUs was from a random Avenger Titan that was just floating there in space. That's actually something interesting. If you see like a ship floating for no reason there in space, scan it just in case. You may get lucky. So yeah, that would be one thing to keep in mind. But why is it that you're even here if you hate this game so much? No, I don't. It is a video game. If you hate this thing, don't even play it. This is about having fun. But hey, we are all different. I'm a little bit more of a critical thinker sort of person, and yeah, I do tend on focusing on things that could be improved on. I mean, that's my not only my nature, that's a little bit of my line of job. Preparedness and survival is about what could go wrong and planning for that. So yeah, maybe admitting my own mistakes, or my own, maybe not a mistake, but more of a certain way of being. I do focus on things that, yeah, that is that will go wrong very fast. But anyway, it's not a big deal. It's a video game. Why are we still doing this? Because we believe there is hope. We do believe that this is not the Star Wars of the video game world. We do believe that CIG can do better. Fingers crossed they put an end to master modes at some point, because it is killing the game. You cannot have a space game in which combat is just painful, and anyone that is not crazy or just insane chill immediately admits to master modes just not being good. It's a lot worse than what we had before, and it really takes away from the main fun component of Star Citizen, which is flying ships and especially ship combat. The economy being the way it is, the marketing and business side of CIG being pretty greedy, it's not exactly helping, but I would be a lot less pissed by that if we had something we would have fun with, like a proper fun ship combat mechanics. But here I go again, ranting about things that definitely need to be improved. Let's try to not crash this time if we can. Wouldn't be the first time that it's been a while since yeah, where is that? I was at, yeah, there it is. Fantastic, right. It's been a while since I crashed one of these things here, but I would be lying if I said it never happened. Fortunately, not very recently, and fortunately not with a lot of cargo, so try to keep it that way. Little pro advice: once you get close, and this still applies fortunately to master modes, at least with the reclaimer, go into landing gear mode once you are pretty much on top of where you plan to land. This allows you to control descent a lot better. Maybe the most typical thing that you see people crashing with a reclaimer is just not being controlled the descent of the ship. Lateral movement will be pretty bad once you bring down that landing gear, but you are gonna control it a lot better in terms of how fast you go down. So make sure you have a lot of distance, make sure you're pretty kind of squared away in terms of being on top, and then only then bring down the landing gear and start going down. And if you are going a little bit too fast, you can bring it up a lot better than if you didn't have those engines pointing downwards. This is a moment where you want to take it easy and not speed things up. You want to take your time, go slow, not fuck things up after so much work. So yeah, try to make sure you're nice, aligned, and take it slow and easy, like I'm doing right now, okay? And I know, boom, there we go. That's a pretty sweet landing. That's okay. Nicely aligned, and whoa, glitching through a thing. Nope, hopefully not. Turning engines off, and we are good. We are landing. Did I turn engines off? Why not? Oh dear God, the server is... yeah, the server is definitely acting out. Wow, after God knows how long, we finally... yeah, that was several seconds of... just give it a couple more seconds just in case. There you go. This is about to die. So let me turn it off one more time. Give it a few more seconds, and now... yeah, offline. Let's now leave the ship, store this thing, and go sell. 15 minutes basically just landing this thing. All those people telling you how they do all of this, and it takes me like 15 minutes to crack a hammerhead and sell it. No, it does not. Oh, I could use this elevator right here. It's gonna be maybe a little bit faster. Yeah. Fantastic. Set the thing up. Doesn't want to. Let's just hope no one is around looking to steal my Can't you send this thing up? Anyway, let's just go for it. Yeah, you want to be careful because you never know. It's kind of like, oh, it's over there, closer over there. Arrivals on both ends, okay. God damn it, really? Can't you send it up? Let's just go store the ship and be on our merry way. So, salvaging with a Corsair, server hopping, finding those hammerheads and doing a number of those. I do want to try out this is it, the thing where there's the part where Star Citizen is offering things that many other games don't, which is when you have physicalized gaming in the way you do here, there's things you can do yourself, try yourself that are maybe outside the box. I want to go and see if I can combine the 45k A90 jump mission with salvaging the ship. I know that if you kill the guys inside that are from the security team, you will get a crime stat. I'm pretty sure that just cracking it will give me at least a level 2 crime stat, but I'm okay with that if I can salvage an A90 jump. I've heard that it breaks up in just a few pieces. I've heard that it breaks up in enough pieces that can make a shitload of money salvaging it, so I want to give it a try. If you have done that already, let me know. That would be pretty cool to try out. So if you've cracked an A90 jump and have some valuable information to share, that would of course be appreciated. Let's put this thing here. This server is kind of done, right? Everything takes forever here. Yeah, not looking great.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Hit store, hopefully not losing the damn thing, and no, we're good, we stored it. That's usually when you're safe. When you hit on store, that's usually when you're okay. Can you sell this? I don't want to mess up, but I'm pretty sure you still sell it in the same place. You don't sell it in the commerce trade thing. No, you sell it in the admin. Pretty sure that's still the case. Let's go sell it over there. All right. Can you sell it in both places? I haven't tried that in a while. I could do that now. Yeah, let's go try that. Let's try sell these things in... Yeah, this is going to... Right, this is going to Providence platform. Crap. Well, let's just go and sell it where I know I can sell it. And you guys let me know if there's something else I could have tried out. What is the thing doing? I'll just go in whatever shuttle shows up first. Club Center.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
I'm such a dumbass. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not a dumbass. This is just a mess of a game, and everything seems to show up at the same time. I'll better move away before I get killed with this thing. 10 more seconds. Yeah, this is pretty buggy. Let's sell before everything dies and crashes, and I do too. But yeah, and that will be one more thing. If you know that you get paid better selling it in the commerce center, that would be interesting information. If not, where I'm gonna go now is the Providence platform. That's for sure a place in which you can sell it, and I don't think the price is all that terrible. Let's go check that out. Still rocking the same. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I did manage to get the shoes on too by going into a place where there's nothing else. an empty location, just leaving those closed, at least close-wise. That's allowing you a little bit more a fraction of a second to just get an extra click in there and get your pants, shoes, there you go, pants, shoes, and duster all one on top of the other, and achieving that pretty badass look,
Station.
right?
If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Rock mining could be an option, I think, but I don't think it makes as much money, and you also have to take into account the amount of time that it takes to find things. So server hopping, looking for hammerheads, that's been pretty reliable, at least for me it has. And if not, just get the hell out of there, right? That's kind of what you do. So how much is it? Okay, so it's gonna be 240k. We'll sell that. 240k. Boom. Plus, yeah, so it's a mil. 1,200,000. It is definitely the best money you can make in game now. That is the best money you can make in game right now. If you know of anything better, and don't tell me Weevil Legs and ERTs or VHRTs. Lost count how many of those I did in Yella, and Yella's Asteroid Ring, which is the place for that. But yeah, that's gonna be all, guys. For now, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave your questions, comments, all of that very much welcome. Take care.